Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. We're going to be checking out what's happening in this beautiful Libran full moon for us. A lot of people have already been saying, wow, I feel like I'm really yo-yoing. They're going between this, they're going to Euphoria, to really deep, rich intuition, to all of this kind of heightened, beautiful, like intense emotions. And what's happening is we're being energized to be our true self, to balance things, to get in accordance with who we truly are, be a good steward of our time, our emotions, all of that. So there's also some mercurial energy in that. So we can feel combative at times because we are driven towards completing projects. So when other people waylay us or waste our time, we may not be that gracious about it. So we need to slow down and say, you know, let's give a couple deep breaths and realize everybody sometimes isn't in tune with our energy or the direction we're going. So when we act with love and kindness and we keep it chill, we can rectify that, but also communicate what's going on. Listen, this project is very important to me. I really need to finish it and give it my focus and attention, and I will be with you when I can. You know, honesty above all else, because what happens if people just feel neglected or shelved and you're not communicating? It can just feel like they're cut adrift. So, you know, let just people know where you're at if you need a hermit moment, because a lot of us will with this. So here's our three cards to choose from. We have intuition, we have euphoria, and we have energy. And it's funny, I needed some extra energy, so I tapped into my ruby and my garnet bracelet. Garnets always help regenerate me. I feel like they get my blood pumping, they get me focused. It's that passion stone. I absolutely love it. And if you guys didn't see my aquamarine frog, I decided it would look even more beautiful in garnet. And it just has a beautiful little silver frog on the side, some lily pads, and I just love the setting. And I am just a red stone girl. I love rubies and garnets. They just really, they have that razzle dazzle. I love them. They're an energy stone. So let's start with number one, which is intuition. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to split the deck I have over here, and I'm just going to take three right off the top, and we're going to see what's coming. Ellen Dugan's beautiful Witches Tarot, which I love. It's one of my favorites. So let's see what this speaks to. Look at this. Great ideas. Remember, I was talking about you're going to have good ideas and you're going to want follow through and focus, but it's going to be like, and there's that shadow side, that's that mercurial energy. But guess what? Libran is all about temperance. Let's get that balance in there. Even though temperance represents Sagittarian energy, we're going to have some of that warmth and adventure. It's all going to be enrolled in one. So let's take a look at this. This is you being re-energized. You know, you're going to have this prominent determination. I have to take a breath because I already feel all of this fire under you. It's ready to go. So with your prominent determination to achieve anything you put your mind to right now, it's going to be illuminated, and what you want to manifest in your life, it's going to supercharge your will and your ability to achieve your dreams. But guess what? We have to be careful of being tyrannical, of being maniacal, and being singular vision with this. Like, everybody get out of my way, I need to do this. It's one of those things where we can actually incorporate help, and we can ask people and delegate people to help, because what happens is you're going to have so much fire to do these things that you're almost going to feel like, I need to do it now, otherwise I'm going to just implode. Like, we've all had that feeling, right? You start that painting, you start that creative process, and you just feel like all systems go. And because of these great ideas and you feel supercharged, you're also going to have the Knight's energy, which is integrity driven. It's about love. It's about authenticity. It's about being a person that is of service to others and has a kind heart and listens and slows down and incorporates the helps of others, so they also feel like they're part of the project. Okay, that's going to be big, and you're going to love this. So right now too, you're going to need a little bit of a grounding, because you are going to have some intensity of like just fiery energy. You're so excited. You know what's really calming for this and is good too is some citrine, some bloodstone, and some red jasper also, because bloodstone is a perfect grounding stone for intensity. And I feel like you're now going to start to dispel all the negative energy that's around you. Anger, pride, resentment, you're going to let go of all that with this beautiful temperance card. And you're going to be like, I'm ready for a new kind of angle and a new approach at things. I don't have to be so right now, immediacy, getting tangled in our own kind of like web of what we want to make and do, that we can slow down. Time is fluid. We have all the things we need, knowing that we'll be provided with everything. And when we're careful and considerate with others and ourselves, there's alternative methods to our action. We can be temperate, we can breathe, we can leave space in between things and still acquire and achieve whatever it is we need. So that's beautiful, group one. Just be aware of that. That's probably why. And I've had people say, I already feel myself getting fired up. I feel like I'm the good, the bad, and the ugly all in one soup, and I sometimes have that. Like, I'll wake up, and if I see a lot of, I don't know, it could be DMs waiting. It could be Hagen gets all excited to go train for volleyball early, and I'll just take that breath and be like, could I just have a moment alone? And it's a weird negative reaction that I had from times past when I had very little time to myself, when I was employed by other people, and it was like my leisure time was like just gone, because it was like kids in house and work and that type of thing. And now I'm like, you're in a new modality, and you have been for years. So we have to be careful what triggers us as well, group one, so you can stay placid and calm and be in that state where you listen to your intuition that says you're okay, you have time, you have whatever it takes, you're going to have available to you. So breathe easy, and by remembering that, you're going to have a nice calm time of it. Okay, group two, Euphoria. Now, I definitely feel too, this is about amplifying your awareness of the beauty that life has to offer right now. And Libran energy definitely does this for us. It takes the best of our abilities. It takes the best of our temperament. It takes the best of our attitudes and our skill sets. And it lets us just kind of have a long leash. See, making plans, but optimistically, getting away from people. And I read this thing, and I hope that I can recall it, because this goes beautifully with that. Let's start with this Three of Wands and making plans. You're going to have a very busy mind. You're going to want to perfect things, facilitate change. You're going to have a lot of spiritual and physical protection at this time. What's happening is your guides know that you might be a little more clumsy because you're full pistons forward. You're excited about life. You feel like spring is opening new doors, and with restrictions lifting, you're really excited. And you feel all this self-discovery that is leading to purpose. But guess what? You're going to be leaving some people behind. There are certain people, places, and things that are just absolute poison to us. We don't recognize it as such. We just think we're tired. We just think we're drained. We just think we have a bad attitude for the day. We're taking on board that energy that is belonging to these people, places, and things that trigger us, annoy us, deplete us, all of these things. And we're now in this correct awareness state where we're like, oh my gosh, that person is consistently just asking for things and taking and negative. And now I know why I feel like my neck is stiff, and this is a super awareness of this. It can be places you go to too that make you feel harassed. I don't particularly like malls and DMVs and places like that. I pick up on all the other energy, and I can't wait to get the hell out of there. But this is you letting go of outdated patterns and behaviors, moving into a soothing and calming energy that's going to provide you with enhanced intuition, and also cull that impulsive and reckless behavior. You're moving away from all that. You're like, I don't need to eat my feelings. I don't need to shout at this person. I don't need to get triggered by low vibrational people and attitudes. I am planning my future, and guess what? I want that gorgeous Libran energy that says, when these scales are in balance in place, I seek my truth. I have your BS meter is going to be through the roof, so nobody is going to pull anything over on your group two. I feel that you are going to help remain stable and rooted with earth energy. It's going to bestow this kind of sense of emotional strength and concentration, and give you hope in times when you're feeling down, and help you remain focused and stay calm in situations where you might have felt in the past they were out of control. And now it's like enhanced eloquence. This Libran energy is very eloquent. I have a good, rich perspective on life. I'm very calm, as the High Priestess always is provided with that. She is provisioned with all of these tactical maneuvers. I can evade this person, they annoy me. I don't have to feel obligated to say yes to this. I'm certainly not people pleasing. All intuitive richness, letting go of ego, letting go of that mind state of lack mentality. No fear whatsoever. You are pushing forward beautifully, and you are asking for exactly what you want in relationships, in regards to your work, your job, your space, your personal goals, everything. Your boundaries are all set, and you're really hitting that nail on the head really beautifully. Again, it's like you're bringing into balance what might have been, a little scattered, relationships, jobs, projects, and really sharpening and honing your intellect to do one endeavor at a time and do it beautifully, and not over inundate yourself and feel like, holy crap, everything is too much. This is one step at a time. The high priestess always goes, where's my telescope? What star is it on? What am I aligning with? I'm moving in that direction. Check. Next. That's done eloquently, smoothly. I feel peace of mind. Next, I'm moving on. Okay. And because of that, you're going to feel re-energized. You're going to have great determination. You're going to remove negative energy, emotions from your body, mind, and surrounding environments. And you're going to really be able to settle that overactive mind of yours and make great compromises during any kind of conflicts too. Like you're really realizing, I have a lot of things. You have promotions ahead of you, more recognition for your work. Letting go of anybody who abuses your trust with the Six of Swords. You're like, see ya. You just don't have time for it. You're ready for an active love and social life right now. And you're going to be taking fun risks. You're going to get out of your comfort zone and go, it's time for me and my soul to take a journey. We want to get to know where we're at, and there's no looking back. And this high priestess is going to help you. Exemplary time for relationships. You're feeling this euphoria. You're feeling this beautiful connection. You're feeling this state of grace. And I have this balance just at the height I want it, but it's on a stand that if I go anywhere near it, it kind of bounces. So I have to just slow my roll. It's in very close proximity. So that is you guys, group 2, Euphoria. I love that name for a pet. Like I want a pet just to call them Euphoria. How cool would that be to have a cat or a fish called Euphoria, right? So that's you, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. You guys know my links are down below. Also, there's a lookbook of all my reading specials out there. Soulmate journeys. There is like everything from past life, love life. This month, full moon, there's all kinds of spreads, and they're really super reasonable. They're only $25, and they end up being 20, 30, sometimes 40-minute private video reads, depending on all the information. But they're always, filled with all of these great little details and layers, and I love doing those types of spreads. So if you want to go over to my IG and check out the lookbook, that's over there, and then you can just DM me as well. So let's go on to number 3, which is energy. You are going to have more energy, boundless energy. You're going to change a thing or two about your life that provides this for you, because you're not grappling with stuff you used to that wasted your time. I feel like some of us are a little disappointed in our overuse of our devices. We go on there, and what happens is we get lost in the labyrinth of TikTok. We get lost in the labyrinth of YouTube, anything. But it's one of those things. We're no longer being oppressed and overthinking things. This moon is going to help you let go and get to this state of the Emperor. So let's talk about what we're letting go, and then we're going to move on from there. Oh, loving this. Leaving these to get here. And a lot of people, like I said at the beginning, are feeling like they have almost like this suppressed aggression that's trying to break through, this fiery energy. It's just purpose-filled energy. It's just finding your path and your way energy. What's happening with all these options and opportunities opening now? People are excited. It's like Christmas Eve. I want to go out. I want to charge ahead. I want to meet new people, kindred spirits, and achieve and go and grow and glow. And you're about to renew your entire foundation and reach this new maturity where you're like expanding your social networks, dedicating yourself to those who you maybe neglected in the last year, being responsible with money, realizing your own self-esteem, staying true to your values, letting go of this. You're not going to overthink. You're not going to be oppressed. You're not taking on other people's negative energies, problematic behaviors, or any of that, because that'll keep us up at night, right? You ever have that relative or friend that's like just dramatic and problematic, and you just spinning your wheels? We're not here to cure and fix everybody. We help when we can, and when it's received, we should definitely be in service to others that need when they ask. But if they don't ask, we're not out there to try to solve everybody's problems. Oftentimes that's met with resentment. So if people don't ask, we simply just let it go and go with the flow. That takes away these 10 of Swords and moves us into the Emperor, where we feel empowered, true to our values. The self-esteem starts soaring. You are linked into this kind of judicious power over your own life, just saying, I don't have to settle for that. I'm going to ask for that. I'm moving on from this and just going, because 5s are conflicts, and these are other people wanting what they want. But there you are on your golden dragon with your peaceful laurel leaf, and you're like, I don't care about imagined dragons and all these futile attempts in this heavy 3D energy of people's fears, guilt, doubts, ineptitude, and garbage. I don't care. You can turn your life into a latrine. I'm not playing anymore. Goodbye. Like, this is you just saying no to gossip. Somebody comes at you because they are projecting negative energy. You are on the biggest dragon and you're covered in gold and you fly away. You're just not having it. Have you ever done, there are certain things, and we all know this, that trigger us and start us. And even sometimes I have to catch myself. You know, I have teenagers and they can be like little smarty pants, and I'll go out of my way. And if I'm doing something nice and I've gone and got special food and it's fun. My son has the biggest heart and he's so great, but he's a Leo. He's a fire sign and I'm a fire sign. So he has a great sense of humor. And sometimes it's like but also Leos just have this tempestuous, they like to debate. I'm not a big debater. I just want to laugh and have fun and discuss matters when they need to be discussed. And if I'm tired and I've gone out of my way and he gets in that like teasing mode and stuff, I just feel like this moment, like I just don't participate. It takes two. I'm quiet, and then all of a sudden he turns back to a respectful tone and the conversation resides the way it should be. You know, we don't need to be prodded, goaded, or have anybody trying to turn that trigger key, right? And we all have people like that. They want somebody to participate in that argument and you're just not doing it, which is so fantastic. And this Libran energy is really going to help you. And comment down below if you have somebody, just that family member, just that friend, whatever. They're like, poke, poke, poke. And you're like, okay. And then you have to take a deep breath and you're like, you know what? That's them just wanting a response. That's them wanting to get a rise out of me. And I just don't want to play. It takes energy to do that. I want to save my energy to go out for a walk on the beach, play with my animals, whatever it is. So stop worrying unnecessarily. This 10 of Wands is reminding you that you don't need to. They're poisonous people who will cling to you because the good spirit within you, they'll feed on you and your strength. They will always want something from you. They will try to turn, or they will always feel like the victim. Say no, move away. It is time for this. You can think for yourself. You're making life better. And sometimes life being better for you is life without certain people in it. And it's weird how sometimes we just acquire or accumulate. People could be coworkers and we just kind of get used to it, but we feel the heaviness now. And Libras don't play. They get to the truth of the matter. If those scales aren't balanced and there isn't reciprocity and they don't make you feel good, you don't need it. You're here. You're happy in your sovereignty. You want to observe how beautiful life is. You want to observe how wonderful the world is progressing. Like, I was talking about this in yesterday's video. I went and got the inoculation and I was surprised and touched and moved at how beautiful, happy, and helpful everybody was in this building. All the people being inoculated as well as all the healthcare professionals. Absolutely blown away by the professionalism, the sweetness, the laughter, and me and my first guy that I was doing the paperwork with, we started laughing because my Dr. Belodia has a fantastic first name, but it sounds like Dr. Val Kilmer Kevorkian. And it was like, he goes, what? And I was like, oh, I know. I don't know how to pronounce it. We just call him Vip. And he's like, we were just laughing. And I swear, it's just one of those things that I'm really touched when people love their job and their work and what they do. And you're going to be feeling that. And I love that. And realize not everything needs a solution. Sometimes people just want you to be around. I feel like people are going to start turning to you, not necessarily because they need advice, but they need empathy, understanding, and someone to just sit next to them. And you're going to help with that really beautifully. And you're going to find out what you are really passionate about, and you are going to go for it like with your heels on fire. It's going to be beautiful. And you're a generous person. Everyone knows that. So don't put everybody out in front of you. Think of yourself because you have amazing prospects and you're going to do beautifully. So I'm so excited for you. This is wonderful, Group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys for all your beautiful comments and your support. I'd love for you to come over to IG and see all the super specials that I'm running over there for spreads. I have a lookbook for it. Really great deals. A lot of fun jewelry stuff going on. And, you know, it is just a feel-good, high vibration page. Like anything that I see that's beautiful, and I do tarot related, spiritual related, photographs, nature, my bird pick of the day because I'm a bird crazy person. I love birds. This is the weird thing, I've always lived within a mile or two wherever I've chosen to live in the world. England, it didn't matter, within a mile or two of a bird sanctuary. And I thought that's so interesting because I didn't map that out. Like, I need a bird sanctuary. They just happen to always show up for me, and they've always been my special thing. My mother too, when I went through all her some of her books, she had all these things from National Audubon Society, and I could just spend hours looking at them. And I was like, oh, and that's one of my things I'm going to do with this full moon, is take time to start sketching birds and listen to them quietly and slow down as well. So make yourself a promise that you're going to move in the direction of calm, well-being, centered, balance, and nourishing yourself. And then you're going to feel those rewards immediately, you guys. So love and light.